Today I've got a quick update for you from the update I had yesterday regarding casino points. We're also going to be talking about a really big deal cruise that Princess has now canceled. We've got a whole lot of people who didn't bother to get their ETA when they were going to the UK. There's been an earthquake in Greece, and I've got food for thought for you, things that we need to discuss, and we're going to talk it over. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday, it is May 15th of 2025, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, today should be the day. Please click on that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Let's start at the very top with the update that I gave you yesterday regarding points in the casino. I want to give a really big shout out. Three of you were such big helps. We have Emil, Carrie, who is on the Majestic right now, and Mead. You three are awesome. Thank you for helping me so much with how things are going in the casino. So yesterday I gave you an update, and so Carrie was really kind to post on our Facebook group. So if you, Gordon's posting here the screenshots that show the points that are required for different things when you're on board a cruise ship. So you can pause the video here and look at that, or if you want to, come and join us over on Facebook, Let's Go Travel Tips, and you can look at it there as well and join in the conversation. But wanted to let you know where we stand right now with what's required. Now, the points that are on these screenshots are reflective of what is required for slot play. Table game ratings are determined by a different algorithm, so that's a whole different thing. Just wanted to kind of let you all know where we stand today. I don't know that it matters where we've been, but it does matter where we are today with these points. So there's a heads up for you and what you can look forward to if you use the casino on Princess right now. So let me know if you use the casino in the comments. Kind of fun to talk over. Next, let's talk about Princess. So, it's such a big deal. They announced that they were going to do their 60th anniversary special cruise due to be a fabulous, and it is a really good itinerary, going to Mexico. 14 days, visited ports in the Sea of Cortez, really something special. But last night, they started sending out the notices that sailing is still going to take place, but the celebration on board that cruise for Princess's 60th anniversary will not be taking place on that cruise. Instead, they have replaced it with another sailing on the Royal Princess, round trip Los Angeles. It will be sailing on March 7th of 2026 for 7 days, so really she'll be 61 then, because the 50th anniversary is in 2025, not 2026. But that sailing is just run-of-the-mill, which is great. I love, it's really nice to go somewhere warm when it's cold outside, and Mexico has warm water a lot of the time. Not always, don't hold me to that, but it's generally warmer there than it is a lot of places north of Mexico. So that cruise will be stopping in Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. Like I said, it's just 7 days. In their announcement of that cancellation, they did not say if the Temptations will still be joining them, because it was going to be really special. This December, the Temptations, who are also celebrating their 60th anniversary in 2025, they were going to be on that cruise, and now I don't know if they're going to be coming or not. So let me know in the comments if you happen to be booked on that cruise, if you're still going to go, or if you're canceling and you're going to do something else instead. So looking forward to hearing about that. And by the way, if you're booked on that cruise and you want to cancel, you get a full refund, of course, if you booked a refundable deposit, but Princess is also refunding your deposit if you want to cancel, even if you booked a non-refundable deposit, which is very appropriate since they are canceling what's going to happen on that cruise. But it'll be fun to see. I have noticed that the price has dropped substantially. I have two people in our Let's Go family who are booked on that, and it is I don't know, maybe a half, but close to a half, way cheaper than when that cruise was first announced. So we've referred that, and much better price than it was when we all started. Well, yesterday, I think it was just yesterday or the day before, I let you know about the passengers who are going to sail on the Carnival Miracle. There are so many of their Platinum and Diamond passengers that like priority embarkation is not going to be available because everybody would want priority embarkation. Well, those passengers have started to arrive there. They are due to sail out of Dover, but when people were arriving at the port, they were arriving without having that ETA that the United Kingdom is currently requiring, and I think they're going to require it from here on out. So if you are going to be going, so I have two notes on this, and it's really important. Number one, if you are going to be going to the United Kingdom, even just flying through the United Kingdom, like stopping at an airport and then continuing on to another destination, you need to have that ETA. It went into effect on January 8th this year of 2025, and so many people were arriving without it that the UK was very generous and said, if you're just going to stop, have a layover at the airport and continue on somewhere else, we are going to extend the deadline that you have to have the ETA in order to be able to do that. It's at the beginning of July sometime, just off the top of my head, that it's going to be required for everyone. So you have all these people who did not read their paperwork from Carnival and arrived there without it. And so I will tell you, I do know that Carnival sends out that information. It's part of your booking information, and it is also, they said they even sent out emails to remind people about it not too long before they went, so that they would know when they arrived. What I really want to know is if this happened to anyone, when you arrived at the airport, you weren't passing through. You were leaving the airport there and heading, to go get on a ship. So did they find these people? That's what's supposed to happen. And so you wonder if the UK is giving people a little bit more leeway, or if they have started finding people for showing up without having that ETA. And I am sure that it took them longer to enter the UK without having that visa that they needed to have. So make sure that when a cruise line sends you information, actually read it. I know people don't read everything they're sent. I got that. But make sure that you start doing that and keep your eye on everything. If you follow along here, you'll know when you need things like that. But on top of that, this is really going to sound really tough, but if you don't want to read the information that is sent to you by a cruise line, and you don't want to do your own research, like check with, you could look and see what the entry requirements are to the United Kingdom from people from the United States. If you don't want to do this kind of research, stick with sailing from the United States. Don't go somewhere else to get on a ship, because sometimes there can be a lot of different requirements for the different places that you're going to visit. So I just wanted to put that out there and remind you that if you're going to go to or through the United Kingdom, you need to have the ETA. The easiest way to get it is with their app, and it's called UK ETA. There are other places that will charge you extra in order to get that for you. So just a heads up about that. Using their app is the easiest way. And once you get it, it's attached to your passport number. So it's not like you have a different paper that you whip out and show an official there upon entry into the UK. It's actually attached to your passport. When they scan that, they can see that you have that ETA. I also had to add this, John Hild. I love how he talks about things. So if you don't know who John Hild is, he's the brand ambassador for Carnival Cruise Line, and he is the one that covers a lot of things that happen in the media like this. And he said, as told to me by the Carnival Beards who were there for this first guest sailing, it's the first sailing that they're doing from England this year. It says, some of the guests shouted, screamed, and threw all their toys out of the stroller at the embarkation staff and the team behind the desk, guest services desk. So we have to take responsibility for what we do, don't we? Next up, the earthquake in Greece. So 2 days ago, today's Thursday, it was on really early in the morning. So kind of like, between Tuesday and Wednesday, there was an earthquake just off the coast of Crete, and it was felt all over that whole region. So people in Greece and Crete, and think of the islands there, like your Santorini, as far as Egypt and Syria, Turkey, people felt this earthquake, 5.9 magnitude, and they issued a tsunami warning, and luckily there was not a tsunami. Unfortunately, from everything I've read so far, it sounds like there have not been any fatalities and or damage from that. So just wanted to tell you, that's my favorite part of the world. If you've been following along here very long, wanted to keep you up to date. You might remember that there were all those earthquakes centered there really close to Santorini that we had basically from the end of January through the end of February into March. And so I'm not going to be surprised if we have more earthquakes there. So I'll keep you up to date on that. Alrighty, here is the discussion for today, because it's fun to talk things over, and I very much value your comments. So, I've been talking to you about everything going on the Grand Princess, and someone made the comment, and I thought about it. It says, I have to wonder what the deal breakers are, because I said it wasn't a deal breaker for me. I want to go where I want to go, and so, of course, I want things to go smoothly, like all of us want things to go smoothly. But it says, how much longer must we excuse all of these deficiencies and cutbacks from the cruise line? It seems they can do and get away with anything they want. So I thought about this a lot. So tell me what you all think, okay? There's really a lot here to unpack in this comment, but I think the take-home message is like, when do we quit going on cruises, right? That's what the thing is. The cruise lines are going to do what they are going to do, and we are going to do what we are going to do. We'll decide based on how things in the cruise industry are going, whether or not we want to continue to cruise. And I think that point is different for everybody, because everybody cruises for different reasons, and you even go on different cruises for different reasons, right? And so the point that I am in my cruising career, I'm not excusing anything. Don't take what I say as making it seem like everything is okay with how things are. It's not. It is not okay. And when things are not okay, people need to, number one, in my opinion, this is my opinion, number one, you need to find a way to be happy where you are. But number two, the cruise lines need to right what is wrong and do what needs to be done to give people either future cruise credit, help them get off the ship and fly home, if that's the answer, whatever it is. Something needs to be done. People have to be responsible. Once again, the guests have to be responsible. The cruise lines have to be responsible. But in the end, we all have to decide if we want to keep cruising or not. We decide if we want to try another cruise line. We decide if we're not going to go on cruises and visit parts of the world. We're going to fly there and drive around in a car instead. Or we're going to fly somewhere. We're going to take a land tour instead. There are lots of different approaches. So I want to hear from you, what you think in the comments. I'm going to keep going as long as they're going the places that I want to go, and as long as I continue to enjoy going. I can see that in the future there will be a point that I'll say, I don't want to go so much anymore. But for right now, I really want to go, and I'm hoping for the best every time I go. The other thing that I want to add in here is just a reminder that nothing is perfect anywhere. When we go on a cruise, we hope for the best, but as we have seen, things don't always go smoothly, and that's not just always on Princess. Things sometimes don't go correctly on Holland America, on Royal Caribbean, on Norwegian, on all of the cruise lines, including the luxury cruise lines. Things are going to happen that are unexpected sometimes and not go as smoothly as we would hope. The same with land tours. Sometimes you get on a land tour and things aren't going well there for a myriad different reasons in all of these places. And so you just kind of have to choose what it is that you want to do, whether or not you want to travel, and whether or not you want to accept the risk of everything not going perfectly. So just wanted to give you that to think about as well. So tell me what you think in the comments. So I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.